This is a solid, thoughtful, intelligent man.
I could tell that he was someone that listened as much as he spoke.
Obviously very smart.
And was a mature individual that you could trust.
Equally important for a president of a college, he connected with people.
It's more of a partnership. It's more of a, let's do this together.
He is a product of 11 years at Loyola Chicago, a Jesuit school. One of the attractions that Marist had for him was, in fact, that it is a college that's imbued with the Marist traditions.
I have tremendous respect for him. And he and his wife, Leslie, who's another strong professional lawyer, are quite a pair. They've raised 3 beautiful daughters who are going to go on to great things.
From a small town in northern New Jersey, went from Princeton to Cornell Law School.
David was a great student, intensely interested in all the questions that were in front of us, as well as his ability to deal with people who had similar views and people who had very different views.
Then he went on to be a law professor and rose to the position of dean of one of the finest law schools in the country.
His door is always open to faculty and students.
He really develops a trust in the people that become a part of his team.
He is known as a collaborator and a facilitator.
David saw that we're facing a crisis of access, who gets to higher education, and then a crisis of affordability.
He activated a plan and he was able to get people to step up and do what was right at the right time.
He's a natural at leading an academic community because you want to be able to listen, show you're paying attention, but you also want to move things forward.
When David was a student, he was primarily interested in the criminal law, which has been his passion from the time he got here up to this present day.
I know that David has worked tirelessly in advancing social justice, in facilitating opportunities for his students.
I met Dean Yellen in 2012 when I enrolled in law school. He knew my story and he wanted to see me succeed. But we also worked together on wrongful conviction cases in Chicago.
He not only understood the problem of youth incarceration or sentencing, but that he advocated for different standards and really took a stand.
We look back at what the Marist brothers founded. They founded a college with a mission of not only excellence in education, but helping to define that sense of community and that sense of service beyond. Our new president shares those ideals.
Everybody's just uniformly thrilled and eager to see what the next phase for Marist College is.
Marist is certainly at its apex, both in terms of the educational value it provides, in terms of the outside recognition of the institution by all of the available rating agencies that look at academics, outcomes, what our students do after they leave the institution.
There's an abundance of riches here at Marist. That does give him the luxury of coming up with new things that we might want to consider.
Of course, he's got huge shoes to fill. Dennis led the college into such a wonderful position.
This is a team that has won the World Series for almost 40 consecutive years.
Directionally, he will reinforce what Dennis has set in motion.
This is someone who understands education, has a great feel for Marist College.
Here we are at the starting point of a new strategic plan, which will take into effect the changing demographics, the changing curriculum needs, the technology changes that are taking place in the delivery of education everywhere.
He's not a person that will ponder long. He really is a man of action.
The key thing for Marist is to transform, to be able to read the market and know where to place our bets.
The college is in the best shape of its life in terms of the beautiful buildings and the river that lies right outside.
Marist is like a bottle rocket. We're just going off at such a fabulous pace.
He will exemplify, as he has in his own life, the kinds of values that are at the core of this organization.
The great thing about Marist is it inspires you to be great.
In a sense, how fortunate we are as a college that we were able to to find him and that he was able to find us